Hello, Gabriel. How are you? How was your day? Oh, Avea commented on one of my videos. Appreciate you. I'll have to look for that comment. How are you? I'm good, Gabriel. Kind of tired today. Tired to the point where I didn't think I was going to go live today, but I thought, well, I'll sit here for a little while and chat with some people. See what's going on. And here's Jack already. What do you need, dude? What do you need, dog? Oh, you got to be up here on my lap, huh? Can my brother say something? Hello from Thailand. Back at you from Oklahoma, U.S. How are you? Game glitchers. How you doing? Welcome in. Oh, stop. Oh, got a package at the door. Jack, stop. Oh, package for my wife I had to sign for. Amazon. First time I've ever had to sign for Amazon. So how is everybody? Well, Game Glitchers, I appreciate you. Yeah, come on in the house. You bet. Zayden. How are you, Zayden? Sneak in and get him. Anthony's depressed. Don't be depressed. It's been a good day. And it'll be a good tomorrow. Beth Wilkins, how are you? Hello, Mary. How you doing? Butterfly, welcome in. Oh, it might have been. He was throwing a fit. If anybody comes to the house, he lets me know. Nick Pearson, how are you? I show speed. How you doing? It's kind of crazy. I sold a whole bunch on eBay. I always used to be real big into eBay, and but then doing YouTube, I kind of. Jake, you can't hear me? Check your mic. Hello, Voidling. How are you? Is my audio real bad? I am Seeds. Welcome in. How are you? Loud and clear? All right. Somebody just messing with me. So I happened to go on eBay this morning and found out somebody bought something from me 2 weeks ago, and I didn't see it. It's like, oh my goodness, I'm in trouble. So I got it shipped out this morning or today. But I hate getting a bad rep in any transaction. But eBay is a good place to make a little extra cash. This was the worst day ever, Voidling. Hello, Tyler. The dog? Oh, Jack. My best friend. Are you a Trumper? No. I didn't vote for Trump. Amy Schaefer, how are you? Please give him a bath. He had a bath just a couple days ago. Game glitchers? No, I'm not monetized. I'm just doing this as a hobby. Voidling, yeah, I remember that. Amy is a he. His name's Jack. Let's go. Actually noticed me. Someone actually noticed me. Well, I get some weird questions on here. The student. I'm good. How are you? Jackson, how are you? Welcome in. Beetle. How you doing? Yeah, I didn't just pull a t-shirt on today. I just put a regular shirt on. Douglas, no, I am not. I am not an ex-smoker. What, Jack? You need a little more room? There you go. There you go. Why aren't you responding to me? Because you're asking some weird questions. I don't respond to weird questions. Hello, J-Man. Amy, your real name is Eva. Nice to meet you too. Nick Pearson, I didn't see anything that you threw up there, so I'm not ignoring you. Apparently, I just didn't see it. You know where I live? That's all right. There's many, many, many people that know where I live. Nice short videos on your channel. The student, I appreciate it. Hope some of them made you laugh. I am from Oklahoma, U.S. Foxy Knight. Fire Rob, how are you? Good to see you. Just Jessica, hello. How are you doing? How many babes have you smashed throughout your lifetime? Yes, what about it? How are you? Good to see you. No, not a new outfit. Well, just I didn't throw a t-shirt on today. What's Oklahoma famous for? Red dirt? Red dirt and tornadoes. Sam, how are you? Yeah, I used to go to the auction every week in Stillwater, Oklahoma. And this auction, I would show up early and I would Google all the stuff they had and found out the value. And if I thought I could make a few bucks on it, I'd bid on it and buy it. But I found out that what was better was once they sold all um, the stuff people wanted, they would just sell off the rest of the table. And it was usually knickknacks and stuff that people didn't want, but I could pick up a whole table of stuff for like $3. And I found out that if I went through it, I could post a lot of it on eBay and turn around and do pretty good on it. When you becoming a Muslim, Ron? Nope, not happening. Sam Persing, how are you? Do you know my dad's friend? I doubt it, but you never know. What's good with you, Sam? Waiting for you at the Kaaba? Kanoka's 24. Yeah, I don't know who timed you out. I think we were making jokes or something, and one of the mods, probably took it wrong, maybe. Douglas. Douglas, why you on? Why you on? Huntron, how are you? Tater salad. Your son's tater tot? Where's the liquor, Ron? It's over there on the shelf. I'm drinking coffee. Mattress, how are you? I'm doing okay. Doing good. Ron White's funny. Ron White's funny as hell. Bonzel Wheeler. What's going on? I used to love tater tots. Now, not so much anymore. I don't know why. Last few times I had them, it's just they didn't sit right with me. Where's your sons? They're all gone working or doing their own thing. What does it say on the cup? World's best farter. We got the tater. Yeah. Batman Easter eggs. That's a classy cup. I earned this cup. I went through a lot of shorts to get this cup. Is that your real hair? Yeah, I guess. It's starting to go a little gray, I think. Or a little more gray. Have anything to say to the new generation? No, I don't. But here's a quote for you. No, it's not too hot today, but it's climbing. It's probably about 90 degrees today, and by Friday it'll be up to 99. Might hit 100. Peekaboo. So the quote, anybody on here can tell me who said this quote. It is never leave that till tomorrow, which you can do today. Anybody know? Never leave that till tomorrow, which you can do today. If it's nice out, leave it out. That's kind of funny, Beetle. Franklin Clinton? Nope. It was Benjamin Franklin. That was a quote he said. Famous quote he said. Fortnite King, appreciate you. My Wednesday's going pretty good. I remember back when I got involved, really heavily involved with eBay. I was at a yard sale. I think it was in Edmond. And I came across a brass, it looked like a whistle. Well, it was a whistle. And I bought it. They had it on a table, and I paid $35 for it. Anyway, I took it home, cleaned it up, polished it up a little bit, and I put it on eBay. And I figured if I can double my money, I'd be doing okay. So I listed it for 65, I think. I started it at 65, and it was for auction. And I thought if someone pays the 65, I would sell it. If it goes up, then good. Anyway, someone in Brazil ended up buying that for 1,060. I think it was 1,060. Just over $1,000 for that $35 investment. And that's when I decided I'm gonna do this eBay thing. And I sold a lot of stuff on eBay. A voice is calm and a smile that stays. He brightens up the quiet days. Sam, that's an awesome little poem. I like it. Shout out to the Brazilian buyer. Yeah. But there was people bidding on it all over the world. And yeah, it was someone in Brazil had a museum. And they bought it for their museum. And what it was, I found out it was a brass train whistle. It used to set up on top of a locomotive. And they would put steam through it and make it whistle. And I didn't know that when I listed it. A few months ago, there was somebody selling, they would buy Amazon returns, pallets, and then he would turn around and sell them. Well, he got a pallet of Cricut vinyl cutting machines. And it would also do transfers. It would cut transfers. And I got, I think 6 Cricuts and 2 heat presses. And I ended up giving him, I think it was $400 for all of them. And I posted those on eBay. And I had 2 of the, I think it was 2 of the Cricut 2s and 4 of the Cricut 3s. And the Cricut 3s I posted for $200 a piece, and the Cricut 1 I posted for, 200 for the 3s and 100 for the 2. And I still have one of the 2s. My wife decided she wanted to keep one just in case. Yeah, but they all sold. So I ended up making 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 plus 1 press for $9.90. I ended up selling them for $9.90, and I paid $400, and I still have 1 and a press. So anybody out there wanting to put a little money in your pocket, eBay is the way to go. Hello, Naomi. Naomi Collins. If you know who he is, if you know who is he and what does he do? Yeah, Mary, that was like I think half price of retail, or maybe probably about half price. Abhishek, how are you? Good to see you. Adubious. I was waiting for you to get here. At morning, a drill kept me up. Logan, how are you? Naomi, how old am I? I am 64. 64 years young or old, depending on how you look at it. You're about to get dentures. Any advice? If you can at all, keep the bottoms. Unless you got the money to get the implants, or even the clip-in ones. The bottom denture plate is horrible. Top stay in. I don't know how, but the suction but they hold. But the bottom ones, no, they float around. You'll end up biting into your gum with them, and they are horrible. I don't look like I'm 64. Oh, I feel like it. A hacker and stream steal my account at times. What? What's that, Fire Rob? You guys don't believe recently I got scammed by hacker and Steam steal my account. It happens. I was really stupid. Username players. What? There's Diddy. Diddy's in the stream. If you could be one age for the rest of your life, which age would you choose and why? Even if I could be, I wouldn't want to be. I don't think. But I did have a dream. This was like a few weeks ago. I had a dream that I started going backwards in my physical age. And I did that for 5 years in my dream. And then I started aging again. And in the dream, it was kind of crazy because friends and family was saying, like, what are you doing, Ron? You're looking good. And it was a weird dream. You have to experience life at all ages. Yep, until it's over. Oh, Steam is an app for PC to buy games, and you got scammed on it. Boy, nowadays you can get there's so many scammers out there. I get at least one phone call every day trying to scam me. Kale Wilt. Hey, can you sing happy birthday? It's my birthday today. Nobody sent. Today's your birthday, Kale? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Kale Wilt. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Kale. It's not a birthday? Okay. Might be, might not be. It me. Zorlio. You just got trolled. That's all right. Madrid, how are you? Says, hi, I love her vids. Your voice is like a country singer. Kale Wilt, you love my videos. I hope some of them made you laugh. That's the reason I throw them up there. No, Peekaboo, I'm not. I am not a musician. I used to play a saxophone in high school. I was pretty good at a saxophone. But one thing weird is after college and out of house and everything, I got to wondering whatever happened to my saxophone. I have no idea. I'm thinking maybe I moved from one place to another and just didn't move it, or someone stole it, or I don't remember selling it or giving it away. That's one of those things in my life that is just like, no idea whatever happened to that. And it was weird. Anytime I'd go to a competition with my saxophone, it always seemed to be that like 2 days before competition day, I would get a cold sore right here on my lip. And I was told it was stress or nerves. A tour of my house? No, that's the kitchen. This is the dining room, but what if you woke up one day and your saxophone appeared right beside you? I would freak. I wouldn't think it was my saxophone. I would think someone bought me a saxophone and playing a trick on me. But I wouldn't care to play a saxophone again. That was uh, that was when I was young. I'm not young anymore. 2 weeks ago, someone sent some stupid fake report. Oh, the scam. Peekaboo, that would have to be in a dream. How long am I streaming for today? I don't know. Normally I'm on here 2 hours, but I don't think I'll be on here 2 hours today. Why would you not play the saxophone again? Because it's been almost 50 years. I don't think I'd have the lung capacity to be able to play a saxophone. My lungs are not what they used to be. Can I sing? In the shower. If you want to hear me sing, I'll have to go get in the shower. Have I ever met any of them? No. Why would I meet any celebrities? Robert Reed sells kidneys. Anybody on here need to buy a kidney? What's the difference between a kidney bean and a chickpea? Sandra, you're right. There's a lot of them. There's a lot of them. No, the difference between a kidney bean and a chickpea is I would not let I would not let a kidney bean on me. Do I have any animals? Oh, yeah. Well, I have cats, dogs, and chickens. Ron, what times you had fun on zeros? You have 8 dogs? Sandra, I'm good. It's an okay day today. I got my dog in my lap. And I think my cat's outside running around. There's Jack. Here's Jack. Here's Jacko. What do you think, Jack? He's getting pretty old. He doesn't do a whole lot. Hello, Crunch. How are you? Oh, yeah, he is content right here on my lap. You're okay, Crunch? Good. I'm okay, too. It's not a bad day. Ahmed, how are you? How's Dozer? He's outside somewhere. My son came in a little bit ago and he says, Dad, you know Dozer's out there in the grass? I said, yeah. He's been wanting to go outside lately. Ahmed, I'm doing okay. I'm holding my own. Prima Marek, how are you? Teresa, how are you? Can I buy your puppy? No. He's my best friend. I couldn't sell my best friend. How are you, Teresa? I'll give it back to you sometime. Nah, no. Sam, what's my favorite subject? About what? I don't have one, I don't guess. Brayley, how are you? Crunch, yeah, it does. That's what it means. I have schizophrenia. You can leave the room. Yeah, we already went over your birthday, Kale. Crunch, you got freedom, just not in my room. What's in your cup? Actually, just another sip of coffee, and then I'm out of coffee. You've been out with family all day today? That's nice. That'd be a good time. Do I have kids? Yeah. I've got 5. 1 daughter and 4 sons. Show you my kids. No, they're all grown and gone. They're working and doing their own thing and their own families. Yeah, I only drink black coffee. I don't like the sugar and creamer. My wife has to have a little bit of sugar and a whole lot of creamer. She makes it blonde. You've been in Waco all day today? No, my wife's not here right now. She started back to work. She's been off work for about a year. Hello, Al. How are you? But she's been off work for about a year, and she decided she wanted to go back to work part-time. So she is at work. Zorlio, see ya. Have a good one. What's going on, Al? It's late for you, isn't it? My cup's empty. Bye. Yeah, but having a little celebration. Nice. Kale Whittle. Yes, I do live in the U.S. I live in the state of Oklahoma. All right. See you tomorrow. Sam says I got to go, but first, shout out to the coffee. Can I sing a song of the state? I can sing. Oh, Oklahoma? Oklahoma, where the wind comes sweeping down the plain. Picture behind you with the feathers. Which one's that? Oh, yeah. Yeah, John did all these. He did that one, and that one's real dark. And he did that one up there. I think most of the art I have hanging in the house anywhere would be John. He was the one that was the liked to paint and draw. The info tube. What's going on? I don't know if he was a true artist, but he enjoyed it. And I like him. Yeah, he was the creative one of the bunch. Jack and Jelly Fries. Hello again. Welcome back. How are you? Ron, is it okay not to like people? Is it okay to not like people? Yeah, I guess. Um, if they give you good reason. Actually, there's only one person in this world that I hate. I get along with everybody and I love everybody, but there is one person that I despise in this world. Used to be two, but one of them died. J-Dog, how you doing? Who? My stepbrother. I have a stepbrother that I hate. And when I was young, my biological father took off when I was 2, and my mother remarried, and the guy she married was an asshole, and I hated him. She was only married to him for, I think, a year, and I hated him too. And in fact, I always told my mom when I was growing up, I was a teenager, I can remember vividly him grabbing her by the hair and slamming her face into the steering wheel. She drove a little VW Bug. And one day they got in a fight, and she loaded us up in the car, and we was in the car, and he reached in there and grabbed her by the hair and was banging her head into the steering wheel. And I was maybe 4, 5. I was a kid, 6 maybe. But so when I was growing up, his name was Dave Cisco. And I always told my mom that when I got 18 and grown, I was going to go find that man and bang his head into a steering wheel. And I mean, looking back, it was just talk, but before I turned 18, he passed away. I checked. Yeah, that was terrible. But yeah, my stepbrother, I think he's still alive. I'm not 100% sure, but it's one guy I can't stand. If he was on fire, I wouldn't piss on him to save his life. You won't be waiting to be 18 though. Yeah, that was a man that horrible. Hello, Lisa. How are you? But then she divorced him. She left him. Thank goodness. And she married my dad, my stepdad. And my stepdad raised me as a son. And awesome man, hardworking. And his biological son was an asshole to him and to me. And when my stepdad, his biological dad, passed away, he blamed me and my mom for him passing away. He was old, but and he called my mom every name in the book. Did it online. He didn't have the balls to do it face to face or even call, but he did it online through messaging. And horrible person. I think he lives in Missouri. If I ever ran into him, it would not be pretty. I mean, I wouldn't take a swing at him or nothing. I'm not that kind of, but I'd tell him what I thought of him. Yeah, Sandra, that's true. Yeah, Brayley, you just never know. You find out their true colors, and cute. You're cute. How are you? Cursed energy. Welcome back. People are nice or mean. Yeah, most people are nice. Yeah, when my stepbrother posted that and messaged that out, all that stuff about my mom and that we killed his dad and all this, and I called him. I picked up the phone and called him and personally told him what a piece of shit he was. Ashley, how are you? Welcome in. Oh, man. I forgot today's my brother's birthday. When I get off here, I'm going to have to call him and wish him happy birthday. Today is the 5th, isn't it? August 5th? Yep, it is today. He is, how old is he? 60, 67, I think. Oh, Virginia Redbone, how are you? Tomorrow I'll make you a plate of spaghetti. I love spaghetti. Of course, you knew that. Streaming stuff, how are you? Happy birthday, Ron. It's not my birthday. No, it's my brother's birthday. A lot of times he jumps on my live stream. Evelyn Love, how are you? Chicken Nugget, how you doing? Evelyn Love, you're doing good? So am I. It's been a good day. Chicken Nugget says, happy birthday, friend. Well, it's not my birthday. Yeah, it's my brother's birthday. It's only me and him left in the family of my generation. Sandra, I will. When I get off here, I'll call him and tell him the whole chat told him happy birthday. He's not in good shape at all. I mean, I think I've got some health issues. He's got way worse health issues. The mid, me too. My wife always tells me, Ron, you need more friends. And I'm like, no, I don't. Because half the time they will stick you in the back. Or they'll become your friend and then think you owe them something. Hello, butterfly. Thank you, Evelyn. Yeah, his legs are bad. Of course he's way overweight. He's a big guy. And he has to use a walker. Butterfly, your dog died a year ago? I appreciate you, Evelyn. I heard my chickens outside hollering. You seen the movie A Beautiful Mind? I don't think so. I don't think I have. Exactly, Braley. It's much better to have a few good ones than a whole bunch of fake ones. Kind of crazy. That thing I sold on eBay, I shipped it out today, and I got a message from United States Postal Service. It said shipped on August 5th, will be delivered by July 31st. And I kind of thought that was kind of funny. They're getting so fast they can reverse time. Yeah. And they said that's the message they sent the buyer. So I thought, well, the buyer's going to know something's weird about that. Dr. K, what's going on? How you doing? You like good people, but they're difficult to find. Yeah. Yeah, they are. Deepak, how are you? Welcome in. Dr. K's been spending a lot of times with friends recently. That's good. If they're true friends, that is great. Felix, how you doing? Best to say stay single? I don't know about that. Take one, everyone. Cookies. On my experience, the good thing about having many friends is for Zella. If I tell them I need more than a really need for a Chinese takeout. Raymond Hernandez, how are you? No, my wife's name isn't Mary. My wife's name is Lisa. I'm alone all the time since when I was a kid, all life joking, spend with classmates and playing. Plus met own cousin, family meeting after year, never see happy life, huh? Well, he did say Mary, yeah. And actually, her name's not really Lisa. My wife, she likes to go by Lisa because she hates her given name. Her her mother was her dad married her mother in Germany, so she was full German, and her mother named her Ilona, Ilona, and she hates that name, and I don't know why. I think it's a pretty name. Do you like music? Yeah, I like music, Sandra. I don't listen to music very often. Crunch, you probably will if they get out of line.
They must stop giving conservatives this free gold Trump survivor coin. Starting.
Yeah, Crunch, I did. I made her mod. Violet, how are you? Candence Purvis, how are you? I had a good day. It was all right. I'm gonna figure out something for dinner. I don't know what I'm gonna have for dinner. Check out Phone Losers of America if you like prank calls. I heard a big vehicle pull in, but I don't see nobody. Greg, how you doing? Evelyn, your dog passed away today. I'm sorry to hear that. Lisa is always busy. My wife? No, she's not. I mean, now she went back to work, but she's only working like 2 days a week, I think. She's got to go in on the 20th. They're going to put a mesh sling under her bladder. I think that's crazy they can do stuff like that. She's had her bladder like surgically, they like tie it up. She's had that done twice and it didn't work really. So now she's going to go in and they're going to go in there and build a sling under it to hold it up. I think that's pretty crazy. Cat Stevens. I don't know who this is. Yeah, it is. Father and son, Cat Stevens. Pretty good, Beetle. I didn't know it was just playing. Thank you, Mama Bear. It's just a outpatient procedure. But I'd say for several years now, I think it's part of getting old. She has bladder issues. Welcome back, Hamid. How are you? What are we talking about? Just whatever comes to mind. All right there, Fire Rob. Getting late for you? Appreciate you. I'm thinking if I just play like karaoke music, I don't think I could get or would get copyright strikes for that. Guten Nacht. Auf Wiedersehen. "1:45 a.m. where Mama Bear is. Whew. Cosmic gag. Brendan Ferguson, how are you? Good to see you. Trump Wilson. Mic check. 1 2 1 2. Knuckles Solo. How you doing? Kindness is beautiful. Yeah. I think this whole world would be a different place if everybody would be kind to each other. There's that random dude again. Hey, how you doing? Sam the Man, how are you? That random dude is new. Appreciate you. I'm doing okay. It was a good day. learn that favorite quote, a famous quote of Benjamin Franklin was, "Never leave that till tomorrow, which you can do today." It's a good quote, but I don't live by it. Years ago, my grandma, when she was alive, gave me a plaque that said it was a license for procrastination. She says, if you're going to do it, Ron, you got to have a license for it. So I've always been a procrastinator. One of my downfalls. Beetle, that's kind of funny. Go fly a kite, Benjamin. Oh, I'm out of coffee. It's either coffee time or time for a shot of whiskey. That random dude. What's my name? Ron. Have you ever been questioned by detectives before? I'm sure I have.
If you're forgetting simple things and mixing up names,
tell you what, interesting story. When we bought this property and I moved onto it,
without expensive medication or doctor visits, I'm 67 years.
We were here probably maybe a month. We were in bed, just in my underwear, and someone's banging on the door at like 2:30 in the morning. And I get up and go to the door, and it's cops, whole bunch of cops. And I live way out in the country. And I said, can I help you? And they says, can you step outside here? I said, dude, I'm in my underwear. And he said, well, I don't care, step outside. I said, no, I'm in my underwear. And he says, well, can I come in your house and you can put some pants on? And I said, why do you need to come in here? And he said, so you don't run. And I said, what the hell's going on? And finally he insisted, and he came in the house and watched me put on pants and a shirt. And they put me in a car, drove me down the road about a mile, took me up to a house for an ID, to have someone ID me for something. And a lady came out of the house and she said, no, that's not him. So they brought me back home. And then they told me that a lady got her house broke into about a mile down the road. And no, I didn't ask for the warrant. I probably should have. But anyway, on the way back, they brought me home and they said what happened was someone broke into her house and a dog, police dog, tracked the scent to my house. And they said, you're free to go. And I go, whoa. If your dog tracked a scent to my house, you better look all over around my house, my property. I said, don't just say that it was tracked here and then just leave. So they did. They searched my property. But it was a weird deal. At 2:30 in the morning to be woke up by cops, and there was a bunch of them. Kindness is the language in which the deaf can hear. That's pretty good. Yeah, Beetle, that was kind of weird, man. I've watched a lot of like First Amendment audit videos and stuff on the internet now, and if it would happen, if I could go back in time, I would have just closed the door and told them to get the hell off my property. Of course, then they'd have probably thought I was guilty or done something. That random dude says, what do you do for fun? Mow my lawn. I'm a normal kid. Yes, I do. How are you? It's good to see you. It's always good to have a normal kid in here. And also what I do for fun now is YouTube. Do you have a lawyer? No. I mean, I didn't get in trouble. It wasn't me. They let me go. I mean, this was many years ago. I don't need a lawyer. I don't get in trouble. Chicken Jock. How are you? Evelyn Love. Hello again. My dog? Yeah, he's right here snoozing in my lap. Jack. Jack, are you asleep? No, he's not asleep. Dorothy, hello. How are you? I think he was sleeping, though. Him the best. Yeah, he is my best friend. You need a lawyer no matter what? No, I don't think so. I mean, if I got in trouble for something, I would hire a lawyer. But you could have sued. No, I didn't even think to grab my camera or my phone and record the altercation. If I'd have thought about it, I would have, because that would have been some good video. What is the picture behind you? This one? That's one that one of my sons did way years ago in school. And he did all three of these. That one's really dark. I don't even know what it is. It's trees, silhouette of trees. But yeah, he painted those. John painted those. Have you ever been to prison? No. I've been in jail a few times, but never prison. Keelan Laughlin, how are you? Welcome back. Why was I arrested? There was one time I got in a fight with somebody, and it went to court and then got thrown out for fighting because the other guy had his jaw broken and he was wanting to sue me, or he took me to court, and it got thrown out. But then I got in a fight probably a month later and got arrested and taken to jail for it. And the same court, the guy says, weren't you just in here like 30 days ago or for fighting? And I said, yeah. He goes, what are you doing? Anyway, and that one got thrown out because it wasn't my fault. But that's when I did spend a night in jail. Delano, how are you? Yeah, we all got pasts. We all make mistakes. Did you ban me? No. I would say I was. I would say I got out of line when I was younger. The police in Springfield, Missouri knew me very well. I wasn't into drugs or anything like that, or I didn't steal, but they was always running into me. Do I have chickens? Yes, I do. One of them was out there crowing. I got probably around 24 chickens, I think. I don't know how many I got. But I got 2 roosters. One is a year older than the other. So the younger one is still timid, but one of these days they're going to square off. And I hope I'm there to see it. Mohammed, appreciate you. Yeah, a lot of the pictures we have up here. Oh, my wife has pictures all over the house. I don't think there's a wall that doesn't have something on it. That and plants. She loves her plants. Chicken Jock, appreciate you. Bet the guy with the broken jaw asked for it. Yeah, he and what it was I had witnesses or people that saw it happen, and they went to court with me and they told their story, and that's when the judge says, you deserved it, you asked for it. So and actually he admitted to hitting me first. He was part of the July Revolution movement. Thumbhead, I don't even know what that is. Actually, should I know what that is? I'm gonna have to Google that and find out what it is. Kenny Naval, how are you? Was it a drunken brawl? No, it wasn't. I didn't have anything to drink, and I don't think he had either. But I whipped into a parking spot, and he thought it was his parking spot. So when I got out of the car, and he walked up to me, or he jumped out of his car and told me to move my car, and I said no, and he smacked me. The screen froze. Robloxian, yeah, I remember you. How are you? Bangladesh, July Revolution. Huh. Do you ever see that? No. I never saw him after that. I mean, I saw him in courtroom, and but I'd never seen him before, and I never saw him after. But the second fight I got in, I saw that guy a couple times after. And I went down and talked to the detective. I said, you tell him to stay away from my house or I'm going to whip his ass. Saw him in the courtroom. Well, I had to go to court. He pressed charges on me for breaking his jaw. So I showed up at the specified time and he was there and we both told our story and the judge just said, no, you're wasting my time. Oh, get down, Jack. I gotta grab me something to drink. Oh. Ah, it's good stuff. Peyton, appreciate you. Peyton Hughes, how are you? Gabriel, cheers. Kenny was upset. Sandra says, Ron, why what started the M problem? I don't understand that. You're good, Peyton? So am I. Not a bad day. I like listening to this one YouTuber, and he does call-in shows, and anytime someone calls in and says, how are you? His response is, I've never had a bad day. Well, I think yesterday, one of the callers called in and said, Forrest, how are you? And he says, I've never had a bad day. And the guy said, even 9/11? And he started laughing so hard. Going to court, I'm on about Ron. What? Oh, what was the second fight about? Oh, my goodness. I had a cousin that I had a cousin that he had way too much to drink, and he said, Ron, can you take me to the store? And I said, sure. And it was nighttime. I don't remember how late it was, but I took him to the store and I parked the car, and he jumped out of the car to go in and buy some cigarettes, I think. And I saw a couple people walk up to him in front of the store. And all of a sudden they started fighting, my cousin and these other guys. And I jumped out of the car and went to go get Richard. And then these guys started fighting with me and Richard, my cousin. And I got him back to the car, got him in the car. Well, when I went around to get back in the car, Richard, my cousin, jumped back out of the car with a knife and going after those guys. Well, I jumped back out of the car and ran around and grabbed him and threw him in the car and took off driving. And where I'd parked, I was like on the side of this convenience store. And when I pulled around in the back, it was like an alleyway. And when I started going behind this convenience store, someone threw a bicycle, like a 10-speed bike, in front of my car. And the kid wasn't on it. The guy that owned the bike wasn't on it, just a bike that he threw there, trying to throw it in front of me so I'd stop, so they can continue the fight. Well, I ran over this guy's bike and just kept going. Anyway, I got probably 2 or 3 blocks down the road, and cops fly by me with their lights and siren on. So I turned around and went back. And thinking those other guys would get in trouble, or I'd testify or witness or whatever. We pull back into that store, and the cop arrests me and my cousin and take us to jail. Because what happened was, I found this out after the fact, that my cousin was walking into the store, and these guys that were under 21 said they wanted Richard to buy them beer, and Richard, using bad language, told them to go you know what themselves, and no, and that's how the fight started. And then I got him in the car. Well, by the time the convenience store clerk looked outside, Richard, my cousin, was coming out of the car with a knife. And I got him back in the car. So when he called the cops, he told the cops that there's some guy with a knife going after some other guys in a car. And so anyway, we got arrested, taken to jail. The next day, a detective talked to us and released us with no charges of any kind, except I had to pay for that kid's bike. And it was a $600 bike. And that hurt. I mean, that was... Because if I'd have stopped, they'd have been in that car grabbing Richard. They wanted him and me, but they was getting the best of Richard because he was drunk. No, I don't think so. I don't think they were. But actually, there was like, once he got in a fight with 2 of them, there was probably 10 of them, 8 or 10 of them that jumped out of a car. And so it got ugly real quick. But it blew my mind, because when I turned around and went back and I got out of the car to talk to the cops, they arrested both of us immediately. But once the cops found out what the story was, the detective, the next morning. All right, Mini Minion, have a good one. Once the detective found out what the full story is, we were released with no charges, as long as I agreed to pay for the bike. How old was I? I don't remember. 23, 24, 25, somewhere in that range. But the kid, he was like 16 or 17, that threw the bike in front of the car, and I ran over it. And I was married and had a daughter. And I was working and trying to pay bills and everything. So I told this detective, I says, I'll pay for the bike, but it's going to have to be in payments. I don't have $600 to throw at this kid for his bike right now. So he set it up. I don't remember if I mailed checks or how I paid for it, but after about 2 or 3 weeks of me making payments on this kid's bike, he shows up at my house when I wasn't home. I was at work. The kid shows up at my house. He got my phone number, or he got my address from the detective. Shows up wanting the rest of the money for his bike and gave my wife a hard time. And when I got home and my wife told me, I went down and talked to that same detective, and I said, you better tell him to stay away from my house. If he comes around here, he won't get the money for the bike, and I'm going to whip his ass. And apparently he talked to him, because I didn't see him after that. But it was a crazy story, because that happened just months after I got in a fight with somebody. And so even the detective was like, you got an issue with anger? It's like, no, I don't. Hello. You're back, buddy. I didn't know you were gone. I'm Duck Studios, who is the Plush King. Well, you're changing your name a bunch. Yeah, I wasn't going to say your name. Appreciate you being here, but I wasn't going to say your name. Yeah, but that was when I was in my 20s, and I was different back when I was in my 20s. I thought I was smart and invincible, and I was neither one. Do I like to fight? No. Kenny, why would I think you're dumb? No, Nick, I wouldn't run away from a fight when I was younger. Now I probably would. If somebody came at me to fight, I would probably figure a way to get out of it. But one problem I have is I have what they call, I know you know what RBF is. And one time me and my wife was dancing at a club. Just doing my own thing and dancing, and I bumped into somebody. Well, it was a really, really busy dance floor. There was a lot of people on there. And I bumped into somebody, and he got all pissed off and told me he was going to be outside waiting for me. And I thought, oh, okay, fine. Yeah, go ahead. So we get done dancing, we go sit down. We're sitting at a table, me and my wife, and a guy come up to me, and he was a bouncer. He worked at that lounge it was actually at a casino. It was in thing was in Laughlin, Nevada. And this guy walks up and says, that guy that you bumped into, he's got a big, he's part of a gang and he is bad news. And I told the guy, I says, then why is he in here if he's bad news? And this guy said, just watch your back. So we finished the night and left, and I never had another problem with him, but I guess it was the look on my face when he that he thought I wanted to fight. I didn't want to fight. Are you sure you want to talk about your life? It's kind of your business only. No, I don't carry. Very, very seldom. I carry on my property, but no, if I go out, and you can't carry in Nevada. At least not in a casino. What is RBF? That stands for resting bitch face. It's when you look mad when you're not mad. Kenny, all kinds. I got all kinds. All kinds. No, not all kinds, but I got plenty. I was on a live stream, it was a few weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago, and somebody said they knew where I lived and they was going to come over. And I said, come on, I'm well armed. I'll say hi. Jeremy, how are you? Good to see you. Welcome in. No, Kenny, I can't. For one thing, you cannot display a firearm on YouTube live. That would get me banned. So, nope. Ivana, how you doing? Well, I think the night's about done. I appreciate y'all being in here. All right, Jeremy. Anyway, y'all have a good night. Good rest of the week. Good night, Mary. See you later. Later.